My name is Sarah Sue. My pronouns are she, hers. I'm currently 18 and I grew up in Boston, Massachusetts. At Pao Arts Center, I'm currently a summer intern, and there were a couple of projects that my partner and I, Mandy, were able to come up with for ideas, and we suggested them to Cynthia, who's the Pao Arts director. Some of those ideas include like a podcast where we can interview API artists or activists or community leaders for their stories. There's also a little free library that we're planning on building ourselves, which is kind of hard, but we're working on it, and also looking for artists to paint it as well and put it up around the community for people to like put books in or take out. And the books are mostly going to be hopefully like API heritage related or history or written by like an API author, instead of just like any normal children's book or something like that, or other books. And then other projects that I've sort of worked on was like working on a mural outside near Chinatown. It's called Love Letters to Chinatown. It's really cool. I'd say my relationship to Chinatown is very personal because I grew up here. I know like everyone in the area. Like I eat here, work here currently this summer, and yeah, it's just a place that's always been like my childhood, really. Even though I don't live in Chinatown, I live right next to it. My family relies on it for like groceries and food and just like shopping too, like all this other stuff. So it's really just been my entire life. I did wish that people knew that while we're an extremely like resilient group of people, there's also a lot of like fragility around our community and how easy it is for, you know, us to have like our target on our backs, and we're definitely like victims of like gentrification, like encroachment, and even just like our race and ethnicity itself has been under attack, like with the pandemic and everything. There's been a lot of attempts and a lot of successful ones too, where we try to tell the community like, hey, we're trying to rise up, stand together, stand strong, etc. You can see it in like the murals that we have for the buildings that we've kept in the land and around the Chinatown community. But it is like really hard, I feel like even though I'm only 18, like I still feel like I've seen a lot of change happen since I was younger, and I'm sure like the much older community leaders have seen a lot happen here. My all-time favorite is clay pot rice, I believe it's called. That's Bao Zai, yeah. And there's actually a restaurant in Chinatown that I like to go to for it. It's usually for like special occasions, so I go with my mom, and it's like a tiny little restaurant. We just eat there for dinner. And there's so many like different varieties, and like you can customize it however you want with whatever like toppings and rice. Like the crust on the bottom is really good too to eat. So yeah, I think that's my favorite dish.